Inside the Huddle with Natalie Holbrook from ClaxonSports.com.
This is Natalie Holbrook reporting for Claxon Sports. Today we're taking it back out to Riverview. We won't be talking with an athlete for this video, but we will be talking with Zach Balo. He's with Dorm Dudes. We'll be talking with him in the event the FCA is putting on. Stay tuned to hear more about that right here on Claxon Sports.
Don received the best care that I think he possibly could have. Don and I both really felt that they were part of our family and we were part of their family.
I feel like I'm seen, or my kids are seen, and they generally want to hear what's wrong and they want to help however they can.
I want to be able to support an organization that's giving back to the community, that's part of my community. If that's a hospital, Coshocton Hospital is going to be my choice.
This is Natalie Holbrook, and we are here with Zach Balo. Zach, we're here talking about what you're kind of doing with FCA and in the community. So for people who don't know, let's kind of talk about Dorm Dudes and kind of talk about what you do, Zach.
Okay, yeah, so Dorm Dudes is a live selling company. We actually just got ranked as the 5th largest live selling company in America. So we live sell all kinds of products, whether it's golf products or any sporting goods that you can think of. Whether that's signed sporting goods or just any sporting goods that you may use to do any sport.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And me and Casey were talking before this. We were talking about how this all kind of got started. And we were talking about how you and John had kind of talked about, you know, we need a fundraiser for FCA, but we don't really know kind of what to do. So could you tell me, like, what happened behind the scenes and how this really came about?
Yeah, so the fundraiser came about. I was actually having dinner with John. I think it's always great to catch up with people in the community, and John and I have been close for a long time. So we had lunch, John, Nick Johnson, and myself, and we were talking about fundraising. And I think FCA is a great thing for kids in the community, especially high school kids who may not have another group like that where they can talk and share their feelings and learn a lot of important things. So I was happy to help, and you know, I think that I hope it becomes a very successful fundraiser and they can raise lots of money with it. But that's really kind of how it started. The idea just kind of came to me, and I was like, you know, let's try it out.
Yeah, and we kind of threw around the term around the office, go big or go home is kind of what you guys did, and you made out with a bang. And so you guys are out here, and what are you raffling off?
It's a side-by-side, so it's Polaris 1000. You see people in Coshocton drive them on the roads all the time. So I figured it was a perfect thing because everybody around here would definitely know what they are, and they're lots of fun too. So.
And everybody uses them. I mean, I can't count how many I see in public all the time.
Absolutely, they're all over the place.
And then for you, what does FCA mean to you? Because it obviously means something special for you to go out of your way and want to help the community and help this. So what does it mean to you, Zach?
Yeah, I would say it means a lot of different things, to be honest with you. In high school, I think it was always a place where, you know, you could come together with pretty much any student, people you wouldn't normally see on a day-to-day basis, because obviously when you're in classes, you only see a certain amount of people. But FCA, you could always talk and just socialize with a bunch of people who you didn't usually see. So that was something that it meant to me. I think I met a lot of friends and had a lot of good memories. And I'll say, you know, there's not too many clubs or sports that really stick with you after high school, but I've talked to John since I've left. I mean, I'm 5 years out of high school. John texts me all the time, whether it's about the Browns or just about how I'm doing. I mean, we talk all the time. So I think, you know, I really give John Strasser credit for that. He sticks with the students, whether that's at Riverview, Ridgewood, and, you know, I think he really builds a lasting relationship with them.
Absolutely, and I would say that that's something that every high school kid needs, you know, to have that role model to be able to fall back on even after you've graduated. Now, talking about you being a kid from the community, Zach, what does this community mean to you?
It means a lot. You know, my family, my friends, everybody that I love and care about almost is here in this community. And, you know, you hear a lot of different things. And the one thing that I would tell young people in the community is I've heard it a lot. And, you know, everybody always says you gotta get out. You got to go experience other things. You know, you got to go find a place where more is going on. And especially for what I do, it's all online. It could happen anywhere. There's so many jobs. There's so many experiences. There's so many successful things that you can do literally in your living room. You know, the world is definitely changing. Something I never would have expected is what I do every day, and you know, it provides a living for 25 of my closest college friends. So that's one thing that I would tell people in the community is really, you know, there are opportunities. There's opportunities everywhere. It's just a matter of if you're going to go out and search for them or not.
Right. And Zach, our final question here, if anyone is looking to see where they could enter the raffle for FCA, where could they find that?
Well, the first thing you can do is contact John Strasser and Nick Johnson if you know them. If not, make sure to check out the FCA Facebook page. All the details are on there, and you can buy tickets to win the side-by-side. We're hoping to sell a large amount of tickets to raise them lots of money. I think currently they're at about 300 tickets sold, so we're hoping to sell, triple that. To raise a bunch of money for FCA and most importantly the kids who rely on FCA and that group for support.
Well, Zach, thank you so much for your time. This is Natalie Holbrook with Zach Balo. Stay tuned here for more on Claxon Sports.
Inside the Huddle from ClaxonSports.com.